Hey y'all, welcome back to Joko Outdoors. I'm Ken.
I'm Brian.
And today we got another trail cam for you. Another one of them Alphacams.
That's right.
Nice cameras.
This one's the Alphacam Plus. On Amazon they list it as, the title is Alphacam Outdoor Hunting Trail Camera. It's a 24 megapixel 1080p camera. So we have had these out in the field. We've got a lot on this one right here. We've got a lot of turkey activity on this one. I'll show some of these videos to you guys and you know, some pictures. I'm gonna be honest with you. This camera right here has the lowest quality camera on it. It's got a 24 megapixel camera. It is a 0.3 second trigger speed, so that's good. It's 100 feet, 48 LEDs for the flash. The video is 1080p with 30 frames per second. The detection is 90 feet. The waterproof is IP67. Anything above IP65 is good.
I tell you, all these Alphacams got the same rating.
Yeah.
You know, and that nice latch on the side makes all the difference in the world. If they had more trail cameras that did that, they really could say they were IP67, because we've had many of them and they say they're IP67, and we open them up and they got water damage, especially if you got alkaline batteries. It's miserable.
Yeah, and you know, as far as a water resistant, waterproof, anything above IP65 is good, because your IP66, your IP67, those are going to be able to withstand the heavy winds and rains that come through, like when hurricane season hits up here in North Carolina for us, and that storm comes through. It's going to be able to withstand that a lot better than something IP65 or lower.
Well, just a quick story. So I had a trail camera at a place. It was and I had it up on a tree, and we had a real bad storm. So I had it shooting video, kind of that, you know, the video where you shoot it all the time at different times of the day. And I had it right by a creek where some deer had been crossing. And I watched the water rise and rise and rise and rise till it got all the way up to past the thing, and it finally went over the top of the camera, and the camera shut off. I would venture to guess that this probably would not have shut off, because I don't see any place where water could get into it. It's really secure.
I mean, that's a tight seal too. So if you're new to the channel, we want to welcome you here. We want to ask that you go like,
subscribe,
hit the notification bell,
and ring, and thumbs up right now. Thumbs, pound that thumb.
And then leave a comment below. And let us know what you think about the videos. If you have any experience with this camera, let us know that. We want to know what your experience is with it. We want to know if you have any questions about it that we might be able to answer.
And we do have one more camera that we're going to do a review on, and then we're going to do a compilation video of all four of them all together and talk about them. So I know you guys have been wondering about that, why we haven't done all the cameras at the same time, but we want to give it its due diligence.
So, you know, don't forget to share the videos either. All right. I'm going to say on this one right here, we're going to get into the pictures right here in just a second, and the videos. It's not the best quality in the world. I will say, looking at some of those, it is a little hazy. The video quality is not too bad. I would say it probably is 1080p, but it is a low 1080p. Okay. It's not a bad camera. Don't nobody hear me wrong. It's not a bad camera. I have had several cameras that claim to be 20 or 24 megapixel cameras, and this clearly blows them away. Okay.
So we're keeping it in the same classifications of the megapixel range. It keeps up with all the other ones that are in that particular range. I'll tell you that. You know, you can't put this up against a 4K camera and go, oh, well, that don't have it. No, we're comparing apples for apples.
Right.
And I could agree with him what he's saying. The pictures on there looked a little bit grainy. The nighttime pictures, you can really tell graininess from it. The daytime pictures, it's hard to tell. On most cameras, it's hard to tell daytime. But if you look closely, and particularly if it takes when you take video, you know, if you notice all cameras, they take a big wide picture and then it takes a small video. If you take that video and you span it out, you can really tell the graininess of it. And this one has been it affects this one the most of any of the other ones we looked at.
It does. Couple of features on the inside I like about this is so it's got 3 options on this switch right here. Okay, let me show you guys that switch right there. that switch. So you have an off, a setup, and an on.
That's one good thing I will say about this camera. Most of them, we've had one of the other ones that just had an off and on.
Yeah. And the setup on here is what you go to set up the camera. You know, you go in there, you hit the menu button. One thing I do like about this camera does give you the option. Let's see if you can read it.
Yep. I think we did one other one before that had the same lithium and alkaline option on it, so you could choose one. And I talked about that one, about the why that's important. Because if your camera doesn't have that option, and you put in the batteries that aren't the same. So let's say you ran lithium and then you went to alkaline. The camera does not know, and it uses the consumption of the batteries is utilized by the camera. And I've noticed for sure that cameras burn out. Batteries run out really fast if you set it the wrong thing, or if it doesn't have this option.
Right. So I'm going to go through the features on this real quick, and then we're going to look at some of these photos and videos. Okay. So you have a set clock. You can set the clock on here. You've got a mode for camera, video, or dual. Okay. We have it on dual, so we've actually got
dual.
Yep, we've got it where it'll take 2 pictures and then a video.
Yep.
You can select the image size, 3 megapixel, 5, and 24 megapixel.
Which now, just in that alone, doesn't that seem kind of weird that you go from 2 little ones to a big giant one? There's nobody in between.
Yeah. The capture number we've got set at 2.
Yep.
Camera name, input, you can go on there and you can actually type in whatever you want to name it.
Yep. So we're calling this one Alphacam 4.
Yep.
Even though it's the 3rd one we're doing, this is Alphacam 4.
So you got a video size 640 by 480, 1280 by 720, and 1920 by 1080.
Which is, the 1080 video.
Yep.
So this one doesn't do 4K.
Video length is 20 seconds. Interval's 5 seconds, so 5 seconds in between each video. Sensor level is at normal, but you can go. So you can do low, high, auto, and normal. We've got it set on normal.
Right.
Okay. Normal has been perfectly fine on this. If you have it in a location where there's a lot of limbs and stuff that's blowing around, or some high grass, something like that, and it's causing it to trip, maybe you put it on low. Alright, so flash modes, it's got low, fast, and long range. I've got it on long range so that it will detect, all the way out to the 90 feet.
And the flash will go that far.
To the 100 feet.
So if it's a low flash, you're going to get very low. And some people have some different opinions about that. About it scares the deer if it's, So we have not had one spooked deer from a long flash from this camera.
Yeah. Then you have format, so you can format the SD card, which we always suggest doing on any camera. Always format the card before you use it. Timestamp is on. Time scan is off. So the time scan on these is like your.
That's what I was describing earlier that I had on the camera. Where it takes a video over a period of time between here and here. So say the deer are moving.
It's like a time lapse.
This point, time lapse. Yeah. So you can set it up to do that.
All right. You got coordinate input. So if you want to
GPS coordinates.
Right. Exactly. It'll stamp it on there for you if you want. We don't have it set up that way. Then default, you got to execute, so that'll send it back to normal settings whenever you get the camera.
And then you got your version. Then it takes you right back. So that's the settings on this camera.
So now let's get into these videos and these photos, and we're gonna show you guys.
And you make your own. You make your own opinions about that. And if you see something that maybe you have a question about, put that in the comments, because we're really good about answering as soon as they come in.
Yep. All right, let's get into it. All right, so as you see, the photos are a little grainy. You can tell they're good photos, and you can tell what it is. You can see some detail in there, but you can also see that it's a little grainy compared to the other two cameras that we looked at. The video in there it's not horrible. It's not bad. It's not a 4K camera, you know, of course.
Now, I want to clarify, we're not downplaying this camera.
Right.
You know, this is still a solid quality camera.
Absolutely.
That you compared, if you put this apples for apples against other companies with the same specifications, this one would win all day long.
And here's the price point for this. This camera on Amazon retails for $69.99 right now.
There you go.
Okay, so for that price point, you're not going to find a better camera.
No, not even close.
You know, look at the videos and the pictures, you can see those turkeys were, I mean, they were really clear on there. It caught, you know, I mean, the videos did exactly what it's supposed to do. It caught the turkeys every time they came by. You know, same thing on the pictures. We had a lot of turkey activity at this, you know, camera and everything. So that's why we're showing you the turkeys, because we had a lot of turkey activity during deer season at this camera. Hopefully we'll have the same turkey activity during turkey season.
No, we'll probably see a bunch of deer.
Probably so. So, you know, that just pretty much just about sums up the gist of everything. I like the design on this. It's got a good wood design on there. Alphacam's name is stamped at the bottom of each camera.
And I can tell you, because I did not know where Brian had put this, and I went to go pull the card and I couldn't find it. So it's got a good camouflage to the tree.
It does, yeah.
But at any rate, if you have a question, anything we didn't cover on this, please put it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe,
like,
and ring the notification bell down there.
Leave a comment below
and share
the videos. All right. You know, as always, we thank you guys. We thank you for your support. We thank you for joining us. Thank you for your returning views. You know, we wouldn't be able to do this without God first, and then you. You know, you watching our videos helps us make more videos. So keep watching, share with all your friends and your family. Let the whole world know about who we are, that we give good quality videos. Okay, good, honest reviews. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
We'll never. I'm not going to say something's good just because somebody gave it to me or said, "Hey, promote my product." Well, I promote it if it's good.
Right. So, you know, I mean, let us know what you think about this. We love you guys. We thank you guys. And remember, this is God's country.
God bless y'all. Love y'all. And we'll see you on the next one.